Okay. And during that transitioning from, let's say, on-prem infrastructure to cloud-based infrastructure, and you mentioned the word trust. Um, if you just kind of go back, right? I mean, you've seen the whole history of that. A lot of people take cloud for granted today. That's the first starting place for a lot of new infrastructure folks coming in. Can you slightly explain how did cloud providers fix that trust gap, and where is it that the trust gap still needs a lot of fixing? And it'd be good to just be candid about it, because I think a lot of people, some people who are coming in and just trust cloud, as it is.
Yeah.
Others don't, and it'll be good to hear both perspectives and what do you hear from clients also.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to look at this. Trust is an interesting word, right? Because what you have with, let's use Microsoft as an example, right? If you're choosing to use a Microsoft platform, that's a relationship, right?
Yes.
That's you working with them to build something that's secure and long lasting and resilient, right? Nobody's going to do that for you, right?
All right.
And Microsoft are very clear about this. They don't pretend that they're backing up your environment. They don't pretend that by default it's going to be resilient. They're very clear in saying that, we provide the platform, you use it to its best for your workload, right?
Yeah.
The problem is we rely on consultants and experts. Experts in this field, hard to come by. True experts that know the platform back to front, difficult. A lot of good people.
Yeah.
But the problem is, and a lot of people watching this has probably experienced this, if I was to ask two consultants what's the best way to do this, right? You're going to get two different answers, sometimes from within the same company, in my experience, right? I've used service providers where the professional services team will design a solution, it gets transitioned to managed services teams, and the first thing you hear is, why did you do it like this?
Yeah.
Why is that sitting there? And that's where organizations like the Center for Internet Security come in, because they take all those diverse opinions and they come up with a set of processes, controls, and configurations that help you bridge that gap where you might not have the trust in the platform. It gives you the confidence that you've done everything you can do within your control to make sure the environments are secure, similar to what you would have been able to do with a physical infrastructure.
Okay, fantastic, thanks.